gentlemen, so you can get into the classes that we're going to be bringing to you in a few seconds. Doc, before we get started, I wanted to share a little bit about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a tech guy, ladies and gentlemen. I love technology. Background is engineering. Hey, this is the part of the MLT Tech News with Doc today. But ladies and gentlemen, podcast is so important. I'm just going to read here what Doc has on his site. This is Media Boss, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't have to take years to learn how to start a podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Spend 2 days in the Doc system, ladies and gentlemen, with us and be up and running within next week. Let's talk about, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit about some stats out there. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, 2 million folks, right, around the network, ladies and gentlemen, has a podcast. 48 million worldwide, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is correct. Also, 3 out of the 4 want to learn something from a podcast. Now, guess what, Doc? That can be your podcast, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a book, if you have a learning system, if you have a product, services, or good that you want people to learn on, ladies and gentlemen, learn about, and also to be able to purchase as well, you're talking 3 out of 4 people are ready for your podcast, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to that, Doc was sharing with me some stats. 90% listen at home. We know about that one, right, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are staying at home now, working their businesses, working their family, working their home, whatever they got to do. 90% listen to podcasts from the house. Also, too, guess what? Brand purchases also happen with podcasts, ladies and gentlemen. That means your brand can be purchased over your podcast, ladies and gentlemen, after you get the training and information that Doc's going to share us a little bit. Also, too, let's check this out. $2 billion sales by 2023 is projected, ladies and gentlemen. $2 billion worth of sales in a podcast label. Your podcast can be your podcast by 2023. Dr. Barrett Matthews, thank you so much for joining us on your Media Boss. I want you to tell the people out there how they can start and get in this class for the podcast experience, if you will. Thank you so much again.
Well, thank you, man. Kevin, I appreciate you so much for this opportunity. I wanted to say something to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Most people out there would love to be on a podcast.
Yes, sir.
They'd love to start one.
Yes.
But they've been procrastinating.
Yes.
They've been saying they're going to do it. I mean, I hear people say all the time, I've been talking about this for years. I'm going to start a podcast. And just do it. But see, one of the things I realized, Kevin, and I told you about this earlier, is that I coach people, and you know this, on productivity in their businesses.
Yes.
And I was telling my clients to start a podcast because there's nothing like a podcast to help you get your message out while you're doing something else.
That's right.
And they weren't doing it. Because I realized then that people don't want to get things done.
Yeah.
People want to have things done. So I'm showing people not only how they can get their podcast going, but how they can even have one done for them as well. So that's what I'm really doing in my Create Your Podcast weekend.
Yes.
So I'm putting this together. It's 2 days, as you heard Kevin talk about. It's 2 days of me showing you how to get a podcast up and running. Now, it's going to be, this is why I'm doing it like this. It's going to be on Black Friday weekend, or I called it Gold Friday.
Gold Friday.
This is where you're going to get the gold.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to give it a negative connotation like it's Black Friday. No, it's going to be a Gold Friday for you. You're going to get something out of this that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. It's 2 days we're going to do this. So it's going to be a Friday and a Saturday. That way you can, let your turkey digest. You can stay at home and you can just watch this and learn how to do this. Now, Kevin, is it okay if I share my screen?
Absolutely, sir. Let me flip over, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to use this tech properly today here. So I'm going to stop sharing and give capability to the Doc right now. I believe he has that. Let me double check. Yes, sir.
Okay, can you see my screen here?
Yes, sir. We got it. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. So to Create Your Podcast weekend, what we're going to be going over in these 2 days is going to be covering a lot. We're going to show you how to develop content that pays. That's right. I know a lot of people like to talk, but if we're going to really talk about starting a podcast, you want to get clients. You want to get business. You want to be able to turn that into revenue. We're going to show you how to develop content that pays.
Yes.
A lot of people I listen to have a podcast because they just like to hear themselves talk. and I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
And people don't want to hear you talk as much as you do sometimes.
Right.
So I want to make it so you can learn how to develop the right kind of content. It's not that what you're doing right now is not good, but we want to make sure that we can get you paid from that. We're also going to show you how to learn to attract listeners who follow you. I work with some people right now who know how to develop a following, an organic following and a paid following. But
Wow,
they're going to show you how to develop a following
that's
that
huge.
pays you. You're going to learn how to turn your podcast into products,
Wow.
So one of the things that a lot of entrepreneurs have still not mastered is repurposing content.
Yes, sir.
Because see, once they repurpose it, they leave it as it is. But you have to learn how to repurpose it and repackage it.
Yes.
We're going to show you how to do that at the Create Your Podcast Weekend. You're also going to learn how your podcast into profit, how to turn, that's a typo there, well, how to leverage your podcast into profits. That's what I should be saying there.
Yes,
leverage your podcast into profits, meaning that your podcast should not just stand on its own as something people listen to.
Yes, yes.
It should be something that you can make into something that can bring in revenue. Now, this is not just your content. The podcast itself can be something that people want to pay for.
Yes.
You're going to have to learn how to, the secret of getting top guests on your podcast. A lot of people are afraid to even think about having certain people on their podcast.
Exactly.
I have done podcasts with millionaires. I've interviewed billionaires before on podcasts.
Wow.
I'll show you what to do, how to do that. And it's not as difficult as you may think, but we're going to go over that. We're going to show you how to use the RSS. And you're wondering, what is the RSS? The RSS is a link to your podcast that can bring in more and more people if you know how to use it.
Yes.
We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to go over editing tips.
Yes.
Editing tips. One of the things people are afraid of in starting a podcast, Kevin, is they don't want to do the editing. They don't know how to do the editing. They're scared of the editing. It terrifies them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of editing myself.
No, me either, Doc. I can do it, but I don't want to do all that work every week. That's for sure. Yes.
Right. So we're going to go over some editing tips for you to try to make that a little more easier, a little seamless for you when you're putting on your podcast.
Absolutely.
Also, learn to turn your podcast into a TV show.
Come on now, Doc. Help us out on that one. That's what I want, folks. You all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Dr. Matthews is talking about having your own network, folks. Come on now. Come on.
Learn to turn your podcast into a TV show.
Yes, sir.
There's so many things you could be doing with this podcast, but most people just don't know how to do it.
Right.
There's no reason your podcast should be a stand-alone entity. It can be a TV show. How about this? Learn to turn your podcast into a film.
Woo! Come on now. Come on now.
We're going to get this all at the Create Your Podcast Weekend. We're going to show you how to do this. I have consulted with some people, some award-winning film producers. Yeah. And we show you, I'm going to show you how to turn your podcast into a film. Wow. And learn to get people interested. Not just following you, but interested in your podcast. Because when they're interested in it, they're going to want to find out more things about you and all the other things that you are doing. We're going to cover all of this at the Create Your Podcast Weekend. Now, here's something about this.
Wow.
I have done this. I've put this event out that would actually be a $997 investment for the weekend.
Right, right.
It's a $997, and you can see the value there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Guess what I'm doing?
Come on, Doc. What you
y'all know the whole Black Friday thing, they got all these sales going on. They ain't gonna top this.
That's right.
Normally $997. You get to come to the Create Your Podcast Weekend for only $27.99.
Wait a minute, Doc. Wait a minute. Say that again, Doc. Come on, man. Come on, Doc. No, are you serious?
Only $27.99.
Not $2,700.
No, $27.99. Oh, well, I'm gonna sweeten the pot for them. I'm gonna sweeten the pot for them.
Come on, people. Y'all need to jump on that.
Now, all you gotta do is go to createyourpodcastweekend.com. I can't make it simpler than that. The website's simpler than that. Exactly. Createyourpodcastweekend.com. Use the promo code. This is gonna say $997 there.
Right.
Use the promo code podcast.
Gotcha.
All
lowercase, lowercase, Doc, everything lowercase, right?
It doesn't matter. Use the promo code podcast, and it will reduce it to $27.99.
Wow. Wow, Doc.
I'm gonna sweeten the pot for them.
No, not again.
As soon as I see that you have registered, you're gonna get an email from us. I'm going to request from you the
Wow.
name of one other person, and you get to bring a guest for
Wow.
free.
Wow.
You get to bring a guest for free. So that's 2 for the price of 1.
That is sweet. That's sweeter than honey, Doc. That is powerful.
And while you're there at the weekend, we
Yeah.
got special bonuses for you. We're
Yeah.
going to show you how to have your podcast done for you.
Yeah, very
At
important.
at Create Your Podcast Weekend. We're going to show you some other things we have going on that will show you. Remember I talked about that TV show?
Yeah.
Remember I talked about that film?
Yeah.
We're going to show you how to get that done for you. We're going to show you how to have a book done for you.
Wow.
And have someone help you put together your leads. All that for you.
Wow. So Doc, I'm thinking about publishers right now. I got 2 or 3 publishers that need to be here and use this for their advantage as well. That's powerful. They're going to get this.
CreateYourPodcastWeekend.com.
Yeah.
Use the promo code podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And a $997 value goes down to $27.99, and you can bring a guest.
Wow. That is awesome. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Dr. Barrett Matthews, ladies and gentlemen. He is the creator and genius behind Media Boss. We're talking about it doesn't have to take years to learn how to start a podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of you guys that know our network, ladies and gentlemen, the MLT network, been with us for a while. You've been asking me, how do you start a podcast, Kevin? How do I do this? And guess what? We've been giving you some information, but this is the premier information that you need now, ladies and gentlemen. And we're so proud and excited that Dr. Barrett is sharing this awesome offer, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear that? $997, that's $997 value. And the class is only, ladies and gentlemen, $27.99. And then you'll be able to bring a guest with that if you follow the proper instructions there that Doc gave us as well. Doc, this is incredible. I had no idea it was going to be reduced down to that level. That is amazing. I know right now, ladies and gentlemen, 50 people, I'm going to say 100 people, 100 folks y'all need to be that's on this network, whether you've seen it on all the platform, whatever platform you're seeing this on, you guys need to sign up for that today. So Doc, give us some more instructions so folks can take, I want to folks take some massive action today on this one.
That's right. I'm so glad you said that. I always say in order to have massive results, you got to take massive action.
That's right, sir. I got
so
that.
What I'm here, all you got to do is this right now. Go to createyourpodcastweekend.com. Createyourpodcastweekend.com.
Fantastic.
Make sure that you go, when you sign in, you put the promo code podcast.
Yes.
Can't get much simpler. And then you'll see it reduced from $997 to $27.99, and you submit your payment. I'm going to send you an email from that point, asking you for the name and email address and phone number of the person that you're going to bring as your guest. And we will see you next Friday and Saturday at the Create Your Podcast Weekend. That's November 26th and 27th.
Oh, that's great, Doc. We got a whole week to promote this. I'm excited about that. Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to the genius, ladies and gentlemen, of Dr. Barrett Matthews, ladies and gentlemen. He is the CEO and founder of Media Boss, and we're excited about him sharing this powerful area. For all those who always wanted to create a podcast, ladies and gentlemen, you got the best.
Let's get it going before the new year comes. Let's get it going.
Hey, absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to do it. Now, Doc, I also, because I love my young people, we got some young people as well. Tell us, can our young people do this? How young can you get this done?
There's so many young people that have podcasts out there.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So I got a couple that you know who you are out there. You're going to get this link here soon. So y'all need to sign up, get this thing going and make some money for yourself. But also it's global too, Doc, ain't it? It's a global system.
Oh yeah. We do this all over the world. I've interviewed so many people from all over the world on my podcast that I produce. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, great. Well, Doc, thank you so much for sharing this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Media Boss, CEO and founder, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Barrett Matthews, ladies and gentlemen, is with us today on MLT Tech.
Thank you, Kevin.
A powerful time, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to, once again, Doc, and I think I got it right here. I want you guys to go to Create Your Own Podcast Weekend.
Create your podcast, not own. Create Your Podcast Weekend. Right, what's on the screen? CreateYourPodcastWeekend.com.
There you go. Thank you so much. I want to make sure you got this right on the screen here, so I won't mess it up, guys. CreateYourPodcastWeekend.com right there, and start that prompt, ladies and gentlemen. $27.99. Come on, Doc. Come on. You just need to thank them for that. Y'all need to send them an email.
He's crazy
for that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, Doc, because you know what it takes to get this done properly, you know.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, Doc, thank you so much. Any final words, sir?
I want to just encourage people, if you're thinking about it, take action and show up. If you know you want to do it, take action and show up. There should be no excuse for you not taking action and showing up for this, because this is going to catapult you to all those dreams and aspirations you said you want to have for your life, your business. If you want to get this message out, and God has blessed you with this, so stop procrastinating and share it with the world.
Absolutely.
I always say this. God has blessed each and every one of us with a message and with a gift.
Yes.
The longer you keep it to yourself, you are slapping God in the face and saying, I don't want your gift.
That's right. That's exactly
It's time for you to share it. It's time for you to get it out to the world. And if you honestly feel that you have something that people can benefit from, I only have one question for you. How long are you gonna make them wait?
Right. Right.
So let's take action and get on this. And I look forward to seeing you guys. Oh, I really look forward to it. We're gonna have some fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Dr. Barrett. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and Dr. Barrett Matthews, ladies and gentlemen, CEO and founder of Media Boss. I want to encourage everybody on the planet to take advantage of this. And when you see this from the network, ladies and gentlemen, to take advantage of this. Doc, from the bottom of my heart, ladies and gentlemen, from the network, Doc, thank you so much for being with us today. Appreciate you.
No problem, man. I appreciate you so much, man. I love the work you're doing, and keep doing it, brother.
Oh, yes, sir. We're excited, and we got some ideas. We're going to talk offline here in a few seconds here, but we got some ideas I want to throw at you as well. But ladies and gentlemen, createyourpodcastweekend.com. Go to it right now. And guess what, Doc? I always not forget, but this is what I want to share. Createyourpodcastweekend.com. Share this on your network, ladies and gentlemen. Share it on your network, because when you get it now, guess what? If you're not interested, you still share it. Okay, I want you guys to share this on your network. If you're not interested in this area, that's okay. We love you to death on that, but I want you guys to put this out on your network. I want at least, with that said, I'm gonna at least 30,000 people should be able to get this in a week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just put that out, 100 people, 30 people, that's not too bad. Could get that out there. 30 to 100 people can get this out there. So get this out there, ladies and gentlemen, and let's keep it moving. Doc, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Hey, this has been Kevin Vaughn and Dr. Matthews, ladies and gentlemen, on MLT News. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about technology that's going to help you win and make some money. Take care now. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. Bye-bye.